Hi, I'm Katie at KatieMFitness. Today I have a total body strength workout. So this workout today is going to hit every major muscle group with 8 exercises. We're not repeating a single one. Most of the exercises in this session today are going to be compound exercises, which are more realistic to our daily activities. And because we're going to be using multiple joints at once, that means that the heart rate is going to go up as well as the calorie burn. Let's go ahead and get started with a warm-up. Let's start with step touch. We're going to turn this into a grapevine. Get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grapevine. We're going to change up the arms to arm circles. Circle to the back. Circle forward. Last one, keep that grapevine going. We're going to add in a knee. So this time it's a grapevine, knee, grapevine, knee. Keep that going. Last one. Hold it here. We have hip openers next. So we're going to lift that knee up and out and then up and in, and we're going to alternate the sides. Let's add in the arms. Last one. All right, give yourself room. We're going to walk it out. If you're following along standing, just go to the wall, do some push-ups on the wall. Walk it out. Walk it in. Add a little hop. One more. Back to step touch. We have front lunges next. All right, so bring your feet out to about shoulder width. We're going to step forward into front lunges, or it can just be a step forward. Thinking about good posture here. Two more. And hold this one back. Reach up tall. Bend forward. Hold at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Right back lunge. Left back lunge. We're going to repeat this 2 more times. Reach up tall. Bring it forward. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Back lunge. Back lunge. Last time. 3, 2, 1. And give me 2 back lunges. All right, we have jumping jacks next. Here's your modified. We're going to turn this into butt kickers. 8, 7, 6, 2, 1. Butt kickers here. Now it can just be leg curls with a bounce. Eight, 7, 3, 2, 1. We have a twist next. So feet are out, shoulder width or wider, standing up tall. We're going to change this twist and reach it overhead. 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it for your warm-up. Taking a deep breath and exhale. Do it again and exhale. All right, so grab a drink if you need a drink, and we are going to get this started. All right, so first exercise is a push-up. So you can do this on the wall or the floor. And if you're on the floor, you can do this on your knees or your toes. So it's actually a push-up with knees. We're going to add in 2 knees. So if you're on the floor on your knees, do your push-up on your knees, come to your toes, and do your 2 knees. You can do the same thing on the wall. Add in your knees. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to aim for about 10 of these. So 1 push-up, 2 knees. This one is halfway. Two left. Last one. And rest. All right, bring that all the way up. Next up, we have inner thigh and abs. So I'm going to be on the mat with a ball. If you don't have a ball, you could use anything that would work between your ankles. But if you're following along standing, then you're going to do a side lunge push-off. You're going to alternate the sides, but you're going to bring your elbow to opposite knee or thigh. Now, it doesn't have to touch. You're just bringing it toward that knee or thigh. All right. Get ready. So if you're on the mat, put that ball between your ankles. Feet are going to start just above the hips. You're going to slightly lower toward the floor just until you feel those abs engage. So draw your belly button in toward your spine. Press your low back into the mat. We're going to squeeze that ball. We're going to crunch up and twist. So let's shoot for about 16 total. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze that ball. Here's 4. Halfway. That's 12. Squeeze your ball. 1 more. And rest. Great job. All right, good thing about this is we're not repeating them. All right, so grab a drink if you need one. Grab 2 dumbbells. We're going to do regular squats and single leg squats. And we're going to throw in biceps with that. So 2 dumbbells. All right, so feet are apart for a squat. So we're going to do a regular squat with biceps. Then we're going to use one foot as a kickstand. We're going to come onto the majority of the weight is on the other leg. For a single leg, biceps, back to that regular squat, and then other side. All right, so get ready. 3, 2, 1. So we have a regular squat, biceps, single leg, biceps, regular squat, single leg, other side. Keep that going. Whoops. We've got 2 more. Last one, and rest. All right, set these down. We have side planks next. We're going to do 30 seconds on each side, and if you're standing, you're going to come to the wall. You're going to put your elbow at about shoulder height. Step yourself away so that you're really leaning in and putting weight on your forearm. So don't let your shoulders creep up. Good posture. And then you can lift that inner leg if you want to. So we're splitting that 30 and 30. Now another option if you're standing would be here. You can alternate your side legs. All right, so side plank, get ready. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds start here. Eighteen, 17, 13, 14. Remember to breathe. 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. 30 seconds. 20. 13. 'Make sure you're breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, great job. Grab 2 dumbbells. We're going to lunge and row. So we're going to do 12 rows, but we're going to split the lunges 6 and 6, right and left. All right, so I'm going to start with my right foot forward. So we're going to come into a lunge and row as we come up. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. So into that lunge, row. There's 6, 5, really squeeze those shoulder blades. 4, 3, abs are contracted. 2, 1. Switch sides. 6. Exhale as you pull. 4. Last one. And rest. All right, so we are flying through this workout. We are just over halfway through. Grab a drink. All right, so we're going to grab one dumbbell for this next exercise. So we're doing a good morning. So I'm going to put this weight snug against my chest, and we're going to come, so feet are about shoulder width, and in keeping good posture, you're coming halfway down and up. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. So halfway down, all the way up. Let's try 15. So here's 14. Remember to breathe. Eight, contracting those abs, really supporting that spine. 5 more. Last one. And rest. Great job. All right, so we have a chest fly next. So I'm going to do this on the mat, but I will show you a standing option with some lighter weights. All right, so you're going to stand with your feet out about shoulder width for good stability, really engaging those abs also for stability. So palms are going to come up. They're going to face up. You're lifting your arms up to about shoulder height, bringing the pinky side or the ends of the dumbbells together and back down at your sides. So lifting up and back down. So this is your standing option. All right. I'm going to be on the floor for this one. So if you're with me on the floor, pressing that low back into the mat, our arms are extended and hands are above your shoulders. So they're in line with your shoulders extended up. So you're going to drop your arms out to either side until you feel that upper arm make contact with the floor. That's when you bring it back in. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Let's see what 12 feels like. Find a good rhythm with your breathing. So exhale during that hard part. So as you're bringing it back in. So I think this is 4. So that would be halfway for 12. Got a good grip on those weights. All right, so I think this one is 12. So I'm going to go to 15. Challenge yourself here for 3 more, or maybe it's just 1 more. Really push yourself and challenge the last one and rest. Great job. So if you want to get stronger, you've got to gradually, every several weeks, you want to increase the number of reps that you do and or your weight, even if it's just like by a pound or two. So you have to progressively overload your muscles if you want to keep making those gains. All right, so let's grab a drink. This is our last exercise. We have a sumo squat, and we're going to alternate bicep curls and lateral arm raises. All right, so feet are going to come wider than your shoulders, and then you're going to turn your toes out. So we're going to come into a sumo squat. All right, so get ready. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to squat, bicep curls, down and up with lateral arm raises. So we're going to alternate between these two. Now, if your arms get tired, you can alternate those arm movements. Good posture here. Make sure you're breathing. I know, especially when your muscles are under tension, it's easy, or even like when you're stressed, it's easy to hold your breath, which is not a good thing to do. We always tend to do that thing that makes it worse. All right, let's do 3 more with the arms. Last one with the arms here. And then we're going to hold this down and pulse just the squats here. Hold it down and pulse. Hold it down. All right, take it down and up for 4. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Set those down. All right, so that is it for this strength workout. We are going to cool down and stretch. All right, let's 2-step to either side. Big arm circles, circle back, circle forward. Last one here, and bring your feet out to about shoulder width and twist. Reach this twist overhead. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach up tall, bring it forward. Let's hold it at the bottom. And bring it halfway up and really lengthen out through the crown of your head and your tailbone. So stretching, excuse me. Think about stretching your spine out long in both directions, feeling a wonderful stretch along your spine. Bend your knees and roll it up. And shoulder rolls. Roll it to the back and roll it forward. All right, this time we're going to roll back, pull down, and hold. Take your hands behind your back and interlock your fingers. Really stick your chest out. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. And bring that up. Take your left arm around your waist and look right. Back to the center. Hands behind your back. Left ear to the left shoulder. So really pulling those shoulders away, lifting the chest out. Bring it center. Right arm around your waist. Look left. So pulling that shoulder away. And back to the center. Close it in the front. Reach up tall and reach it back if you can. And bring it back center. Let's step one foot back. Press those hips forward. Step it in and bring it forward. Circle your ankle. Circle the other way. Bend your knee. Really pressing again through the hips. And then we're going to take that ankle, cross over the opposite knee, and come into a seated-like position. Now, you could actually sit this down in a chair or on a stool, or you can come to the wall if you need that for support, for your balance. And bring that up. All right, let's step that other foot back, pressing your hips forward. Bring it in and circle your ankle. Circle the other way. Bend your knee. Cross over the opposite knee for a glute stretch. And bring that all the way up. All right, we're going to get inner thighs next. So feet out wide, lean into one leg, other leg stay straight. Now you can lower this closer to the floor if that fits your range of motion better. Some people are more flexible than others. Switch sides. And bring that in. All right, circle through your wrists. Circle the other way. We're going to get a little stretch here through forearms, so palm faces down, fingers down. And then palms face up and fingers down. Other side. And switch. All right, so our last stretch here. Bring one hand up. You're going to tap back there, that upper back. Bring the other arm around your waist or up to meet, if your fingers can meet. And if you're kind of in between there where maybe reaching around the waist is too easy, but you can't quite get a good grip, grab a towel and just sort of inch your fingers as close as you can. Hold that towel. You could even pull on the towel there. All right, so relax that down and switch sides. and relax that down. All right, so that is it. Great job today. Taking a deep breath. Exhale. Do it again one more time. And exhale. All right, you are all finished with this strength workout. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the workout as much as I did. If you did, leave me a comment, let me know. Also hit the like button and share my video. And please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, KatieMFitness. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you the next time.